afternoon, everybody. Welcome to my channel, From Gratitude to Greatness. My name's Tammy, and I'd like to thank you for coming today to check out my video. I'm here at Birch Bay in Washington State. It's close by my house. The tide is out really far today. Usually when it comes in right to that rock line generally, sometimes a bit higher, and especially during the stormy times. But it's a great place. In December they have, January 1st, they have the polar bear swim, and just hundreds or thousands of people come and do the plunge. But that's when the tide is in, of course. It's always a fun event. And then there's a great big 4th of July celebration down here. And it goes like all around the beach, all around. There'll be fireworks everywhere, and it's a great time. But a lot of litter after. But there's always a work party the next day that everybody chips in and cleans up after. It would be nice if everybody could take their own litter home, but and there's always a lot of people in the summertime down here on the nice sunny days, and running around. The water actually gets really, really warm because when the tide goes out and the sun shines on the beach, it warms up the sand and makes for nice warm water when the tide comes in, generally later in the afternoon. So there's always a lot of kayakers, windsurfers, swimmers. A lot of people go clam digging, and then they go crabbing during crabbing season as well, way out a little bit further. But yeah, it's a great place. I'm grateful to live here. Yeah, it's just fun. But in the winter, it's kind of dead. So that's kind of a little depressing, but anyway, I'm grateful to live in such a beautiful place. Anyway, today I'd like to read something to you that I am so grateful for on Mother's Day. Well, I was with one of my younger son, Giovanni, part of the day after he golfed. And then with my husband a little bit of the day as well. But my other son lives in Spokane, and he couldn't be with me. He has a rather new baby, 6-month-old baby. So he was with his wife celebrating her first Mother's Day, which was wonderful. But the following day, I got a card in the mail, and I'm so grateful for this card. It means so much to me. I'm going to read it to you, and hopefully I won't cry, because when I read it the first time, look, I'm already going to cry. When I read it the first time, I cried. So it says, "Dear Mom, Happy Mother's Day. I just want to take a moment to tell you how much you're truly appreciated. You've been such a strong, loving presence in my life, and I honestly don't know where I'd be without you. Your kindness, love, and strength have shaped me in so many ways, and I feel so lucky to have you in my life. You've taught me how to be kind, how to be strong, and how to love deeply. You've showed me how to show up for the people you care about, even when things aren't easy. And most importantly, you always made sure I knew I was loved. Watching you as a grandma just fills me with so much joy. Ezra, that's his baby, is lucky to have such a fun and loving grandma. Thank you for being my mom, my little girl's grandma, and my friend. I love you so much. Love, Max." It just warms my heart so much. He always writes such kind cards to me on my birthday and Mother's Day. So I'm so grateful for that. And I'm grateful for the love of my other son, Giovanni, as well. They're wonderful human beings. And Max married his wonderful wife, and my granddaughter, when I go to see her and I wake up in the morning and she's at her little high chair eating breakfast, and I come out with a little, like some kind of little hat on or some kind of little gift for her, and I run out, and my bunny ears, because I was there close to Easter, and I'm like, Grandma's here, Grandma's still here, and she smiles and laughs, and then the next morning I come out in another little hat, and I say the same, Grandma's here, Grandma loves you, and puts a big smile on her face, or I sing a song to her, and I'm just so grateful for my granddaughter Ezra. I love her so much. Being a grandma is the best. You got to be grateful for that. Anyway, I wish they lived a little bit closer, but at least it's not across the country like so many people's families are separated by miles and miles, and I have around a 6-hour drive to get there, or a short 1-hour flight or 45-minute flight, so it's not too bad. But so let's see. The other day, I have this arch over one of my gardens where I'm growing peas up against it, all kinds of actually vegetables underneath it, and I hung my hummingbird feeder inside of it, and I have this hummingbird that I love, that I'm so grateful for. The hummingbird comes and drinks out of his feeder. It used to be upstairs on my deck, but since the remodel, I had to take down my hummingbird feeders that I had up there, and I didn't have them up for a while. So anyway, during last winter, actually, we have this wire cable that was woven through wood to for the railing anyway, and a hummingbird actually froze to that cable. It wasn't last winter, it was the winter before last, and oh my gosh, it was frozen and dead, and it just broke my heart so much. So I got like a little fake Christmas tree, and I hung it up near a window, and I put a heat lamp up there and put a hummingbird feeder up there so they could feed in the winter. So that made me feel a little better. But this one hummingbird actually, it was probably February. This February, he'd come by the kitchen window and he'd sit on that cable, and it wasn't frozen at this time. And he'd sit on this cable, or she, and just stare at me and sit on the cable for like 45 minutes and fly away, and then come back and just sit there, and then drink out of the hummingbird feeder and come and just sit there and watch me in the kitchen. And so I always think of my mom. I think that it's my mom coming to say hi to me, because she always loved hummingbirds. So I love that it had a red chest, and I'm just so grateful for that hummingbird, because that's the hummingbird that's coming back to my hummingbird that I put down my little garden area. And I just think it's my mom coming through as a hummingbird, and I love that, and I'm so grateful for that. And then I've seen a few butterflies out. That makes me really grateful. And along my garden, these raised gardens that my husband built for me, I plant purple and pink flowers along the edges to attract bees, so they will pollinate my garden better. So I love to see the bees. We have to be grateful for the bees, and take care with our pesticides, and just care for them, because without bees we have no food, no fresh vegetables or flowers to look at. So if you have I have a little bird bath, place some little rocks in the bottom of it, so when they're drinking their water they can just sit on a little rock and drink out of it, because before I did that I found a couple drowned in the water. Oh, and it just breaks my heart. So hopefully my garden will flourish. I know it will flourish because I love to work in my gardens. I like to go out there every day and water and just pick the weeds out, and I look forward to eating all my fresh produce that I grew myself. I'm gonna start growing bean sprouts, mung beans, all those kind of things in jars. I'm gonna start doing that. It's a great source of protein. Let's say, you know, with the price of vegetables and everything going up, it's a good source of protein if you ever are in a situation where you might need that, and they grow within a week or two. You know, you're sprouting things. So I'm going to start doing that. So I'm grateful that I've learned how to do that as well. But anyway, I'm having a fabulous day. I've been making some food, stocking up on some food that I'm putting in the freezer, because in the next couple days I won't have my gas stove anymore because they're disconnecting it with the remodel and everything, and my whole kitchen isn't coming in until, gosh, June 11th or something. So I'll just have to have food that can be pulled out of the freezer and heated in the microwave, or I can barbecue as well. So I have a nice little barbecue, this grated barbecue thing to barbecue vegetables and whatever I want. So anyway, I will make do, and I gotta be grateful I'm getting a big, huge kitchen because I love to cook. And then I'm thinking about doing some cooking videos. Actually, I'm not thinking about it. I am gonna do it. So you can look forward to seeing that. And I have a lot of recipes that I've learned when I lived in Mexico, or learned from my grandmother, my mother, or that I just made up. Anyway, so I'm looking forward to my kitchen getting done. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in today, and be grateful for everything you have, even, little things like, looking for sea glass on the beach, rocks. Across the way over there, my mom and dad used to live over there, and there's a beach called Sand Dollar Beach, where you can find all kinds of sand dollars, and I would dig for clams over there as well, but it's a bit rocky, and it's not like the clams I used to dig for when I was growing up, where we dug in the mud and we found tons and tons of clams. But anyway, I'll let you all go and have a wonderful afternoon, and I will talk to you soon. From Gratitude to Greatness with Tammy. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'd really, really be grateful. Thank you.